Meow, 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 meow. Hello, hello, hello.
Meow.
I see that things are not how they're supposed to be in the Discord of the live. Let me fix that real quick. There we go. Cool. Hey, everybody. See, Hunter's still got a little bit of edge lord. I mean edge on his. There we go. All right, cool. Hey, everybody. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the game. Sorry that we're late. I won't go on too long because the only person who is watching the stream is me. Which is like, but yeah. So, M.I.L.O / Nosh will probably not be with us today. His boss is a prick. Just what Notch has told me about him, he's like one of the worst managers I've ever seen. Including, but not limited to, hey, I've got this last minute assignment and it's definitely your fault that's not done, so go do this thing. So that's what Nosh is dealing with right now. But, yeah. Oh, yay, we have more people in the stream. I don't care if it's you guys.
Whoa.
We have 4 viewers. Excellent. Hey, everybody. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to Vecna, Eve of Ruin, the beginning of Chapter 2. I don't have any announcements. I don't think we're going to be off next week, although that is close to Labor Day. I got this sweet-ass mammoth frost giant from my local game store. It is not privy to the story of this campaign, but it is very cool. The frost giant can be dismounted, and you can replace the saddle with just a normal one, and it is fucking huge. Like my D20.
Whoa.
Yeah,
that's
it's
a big D20
humongous.
too.
Yeah.
D20, yeah.
Damn.
Alrighty. So, if everybody is ready, shall we do our recap?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yay! I am happy this is happening. Alrighty, so
I faintly hear Kohl yelling in the other room.
So, this journey with all of you started by following up on a request from Lord Neverwinter, or Neverember, rather, to investigate some cultists. They had kidnapped several members of the community with no real answer as to why, so you were asked to investigate. You did so, and you interrupted a ritual that was being cast by the cult of Vecna. In doing so, you were transported to Everdeath, or Neverdeath. I think it's Everdeath, which is kind of like the opposite Neverwinter that is in the Shadowfell. You managed to figure your way out of there. You found a why am I forgetting what it's like? A crevice of dusk, I think it was called. And you were able to find your way back to Neverwinter. You were able to save 3 out of the 4 hostages that were taken. But even so, the king has given you all your reward, and in that reward is you all get a house in Neverwinter. Some time passes since that event. Some of you, or one of you, has decided to turn his home into a business. So the next time someone goes to Jowik's house, Jowik, what do they see? Cool?
Yes.
The next time one of your party members goes to your house after building your club business, what's it like? What do they see?
Oh, okay. So immediately as you walk in, it's dark, right? Except for like there's like neon lights that aren't activated right now just because it isn't time. It looks to be a bit of a tavern area. There's some but once you activate it, once everybody's ready to go, once it's the party has started, it's just filled with neon lights and just it was really cyberpunk-esque kind of decor. Um, and to some it might just look like the back alley of like a city street, but that's kind of the look that he's going for. That
Awesome.
grungy downtown look.
Excellent. Alrighty.
He
Some of
has
you,
yet to give it a name, so
and some of you also decided to spend some of your well-earned gold on some new magic items. You can see, actually, what if you did purchase new magic items, I will allow you to tell what those are, should you desire.
would anybody else want to go first?
I can raise my hand.
Sure.
I also feel like it's gonna be pretty evidently um worn and kind of noticeable, whereas before we were like adventuring and in the catacombs and whatnot, Kashmir just had a shield and the other hand was sort of open, wasn't holding on to anything. Um, but he's now got a fancy looking staff with um ornate carvings of sort of different. I feel like normally the staff of healing. Normally it's like faces and like little humanoids. It's actually um kind of like multiple dogs' heads, each one sort of eating the next, like a little bit of an Ouroboros theme up the staff. Um,
It's a
and
dog eat dog world.
it sure is, buddy. It sure is. And it's when it's not in hand, it's pretty. Instead of having like a sheath for your sword, he's got like a one for his staff.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Uh, anyone want to volunteer to go next, or I?
Sure. Yeah, I think Jowik he picked up a drum as he is dipped into Bard, and that sort of just hangs at his waist, where his like equipment would, and he strikes it with his wand as he's doing his performance. He's also picked up a secondary wand, a wand of detect magic detection, which might help us in the future if we are in need of searching for magical things.
Hell yeah. And Cyrus.
After the debacle with the javelins and realizing he definitely needs some more range, Cyrus purchased a handful of +1 javelins to be even better at throwing stuff at people.
Excellent. Alrighty. So, it's been about a month or so since your adventure through the Shadowfell. There weren't a whole lot of questions asked by ordinary people. Most of the ordinary folk don't even really know what had happened or what had been going on. So, yeah, you were going about your business, going on different adventures, earning a little bit of rep, or just living peacefully, whatever your heart's desire was. But all of you still experience some visions of that weird rainbow tunnel spaghettification that you underwent on your way to the Shadowfell. Visions of Vecna. A feeling connected but disconnected. That strange feeling of just an unsettling feeling at all times. Not really knowing why. You all are still also very efficient and proficient in reading people and perceiving things, which may have at first just been some sort of fluke, but it's persisted. As you're all sitting or standing doing your chores, Jowik's dancing away in his new business. Decher, you're probably at your desk at the life insurance company.
There is no life insurance company. It's in home office.
Yeah, that's why I put it in quotations.
Just in my house.
It's sitting in your house. Cyrus, maybe you're doing some drills, getting to know M.I.L.O. a bit, getting him more integrated into the world. And Kashmir, I picture you probably in a church or at home. I feel like out of all the characters, I know Kashmir the least because you're so like mysterious.
Yeah, I feel like he is at probably both church and home. I think he's transformed his abode into a little bit of a small temple. And it's
Awesome.
not like open to the public. He keeps it for him.
Awesome. As you're all relaxing, having a good time, you all kind of, for a ever so slight instant, see little multicolored motes float around your vision before zip, just in the literal blink of an eye, the world is gone. With a flash of multicolored light, the world winks out of existence. Nothingness envelops your senses, though you feel the thrum of magic rushing like an electric spark through your veins. When you all regain focus, you stand in a plush, candlelit parlor. A stately woman in blue robes leans towards you, her brow furrowed in confusion and concern. In the blurry background stands a frowning woman in flowing black dress, and a man tugging in his confusion at his high crimson collar. Oh, come on, I thought it was... A desk covered in paperwork and books sits in the middle of this work area. Nearby are a curio of cabinets filled with magical trinkets. Everything from necklaces and brooches to sparkling stones and shoes. Shoes. Making sure that I'm just reading this right. The three figures are kind of like, who are you? The one in the woman in the white and blue robes especially is like, I don't understand. What happened? Who are you? Why are you here? What is... I don't understand. And she goes back over to her work table and starts flipping through pages.
Are we free to act? Or...
Yes, you are.
Kashmir's like, no, what are you doing? I was at my house.
Yes.
I was enjoying myself. I was so close to finally relaxing after all this time, and why am I here?
You see the woman in the black robes and wide-brimmed hat. Sorry, I just had the page open with the person that I wanted to show. Here it is. She goes, "You must be joking. You all cannot be the answer to our wish."
What did you wish for?
Alustriel? Really? These guys? These people? Says, no, it's not supposed to be the answer. I'm just give me a moment, please. She
I am
goes,
here to grant 3 wishes.
Alustriel looks a little something like this.
Whoa.
Hello.
Oh, hello.
This is the person in the black robes.
Oh,
right.
hello.
Hello.
Hello. Mommy.
I thought I had this image saved as well. I do not. Crap. 1 second. Oh, this is not going well.
I like to think at this point Jowik is still in like his clubbing attire, so he has like his midriff out. He's pretty sweaty.
You gotta draw that later.
I have to. Yeah, he's dressed
really
like
do.
Gambit from X-Men 97.
Very good.
And the sunglasses were on the entire time.
Okay, we've got a tiny little image of him right now.
Sorry,
It's for us.
that tickled me. Just that yeah. It's kind of in the back there.
For my first wish, I grant you a miniature version of yourself.
Oh, there he is.
Whoa.
This is the third figure that you see.
He shaves his head. He doesn't wax his head like me.
It can't be you.
I like his outfit.
Yeah, he beats me in the facial hair department.
Alustriel goes, one step at a time. She turns around and she says, I am so very sorry for the inconvenience. Please come this way. She gestures you all towards what appears to be a lounge.
Oh, don't mind if I do. I have worked up a sweat.
Yeah, go take a lounge in the lounge.
Maybe now you'll finally relax.
A roaring fireplaces are built into the east and west walls of this lounge. Comfortable couches and chairs are artfully arranged before a grand staircase leads downward. On Foundry, I'm going to lead you all to this sanctum. Oops, I'm in the wrong tab.
Incredible.
There we go. It would help if you had some tokens dropped on here, huh? Just gonna make sure that global illumination is turned on as
the
well.
Sunglasses on.
There we go. You should all be able to see it now, even without tokens.
Whoa.
Give me a second.
No worries.
I
So,
love the decor.
you all are here in room S2.
S2.
And switch over to the Foundry screen on the stream so that everybody can kind of see what this looks like. Also, we have a new setup for the stream. I made everyone's windows smaller and I lined them along the bottom of the screen. This allows Foundry to be seen much, much better.
Hell yeah.
Oh, I'm looking at it now. It looks amazing.
Yay. So it was
Hell
over
yeah.
here in S3 that you had suddenly appeared, and you are now over in this lounge, as I mentioned before.
Okay.
Alrighty.
I go here?
Pardon?
Can I go here?
I've scroll up a bit. I forgot to put my phone on vibrate. There we go. Alrighty. So just I am terribly sorry again for this event. I'm not quite sure what may have caused it. The woman with the large hat from the other room, she goes, there was obviously something wrong because these people are not the answer that we need. So Tasha, hush, please. Don't make me send you back to your cauldron. Hint, hint. This is the Tasha from Tasha's Cauldron of Everything.
Oh, is that really the Tasha? I love the hideous laughter. It's one of my favorites. What were you
Just
trying to
psst.
achieve, though?
She goes, psst. Laughter wasn't that bad. Look, I just met you, okay? And I don't mean to be rude, but I do. I need to know who you are first before I start answering any questions, especially how I made my spells. So, please, Tasha,
Okay.
please, I understand what has happened. Could you not be yourself for a minute? Fine. This is Tasha.
I feel like Kashmir in all of this just silently raises a hand and just
Oh.
waits to be addressed.
Oh, that's cute. The dog person is raising their hand. Says the wizard gentleman. And Alustriel just kind of she was like in the middle of this room, just kind of sitting you all down on the couch. She just finally sits back on her heels and says, Mordenkainen, I know it's been a while since you have seen people. This is not how we people. Oh, sorry, I've just been surrounded by monsters for so many years. Yes. Can we please explain to them why this happened? Oh, yes, certainly, of course. My sincerest apologies. My name is Alustriel Silverhand. These are my colleagues, Tasha the Witch, and the infamous or famous Mordenkainen, sculptor of many spells. Mordenkainen just kind of tugs on his collar, like, damn right.
Incredible. Well, I believe my colleague wanted to raise their hand.
Perhaps, would you like to hear our explanation before you ask your question? It may answer your question.
I think that's a worthwhile endeavor.
Very good. Thank you. I appreciate that. See, I had been detecting back in my home city of Silvery Moon. I detected a sinister wave of magic rippling through the multiverse. Using my abilities, I eventually traced it back to Vecna. His activities span multiple realms, and after some more investigating, I discovered a sobering truth. Using stolen secrets, Vecna and his cult have been siphoning incredible amounts of power from individuals throughout the multiverse. My investigation also led me to find some former prisoners in Neverwinter who had their magics taken away. I suspect this is why they no longer had their abilities. This leads me to believe that this will also lead the Archmage to... Sorry, misread that. This has led me to believe that Vecna plans to unleash all of this power for a heinous purpose. This could unravel the entire multiverse as we know it, elevating Vecna and cowing all others to his will. I was determined to face this immediately and head on. I was unsure how he intended to unleash this magic, so I contacted my allies. Tasha from Orith, and of course the famous Mordenkainen. Using our combined magic, we weaved a wish spell in the hopes of sabotaging his accumulated power and defuse his ritual. But instead, the wish spell shunted you all into our workshop. So now we are stuck. We don't really know what to do. Isn't that
Well,
right? Mordenkainen just goes, I mean, we could probably send them back, but there has to be a reason. Even I have to admit that they wouldn't be here without some sort of purpose. Illustriel turns back to you, Kashmir. Says, just, I hope that
You
helps.
teleported me at like mid-nap.
Pardon?
I said, forgive me, I'm groggy. You teleported me like mid-nap. You said something about people who had lost their magic. We have some similar link to that. A while ago, we were all hired by the Lord of Neverwinter to go investigate a cult and some kidnapped
So that was you.
people. Oh,
Yes,
yeah.
the victims I
There's a
spoke
ritual
to.
and
The victims I spoke to did mention that they were rescued by a group of adventurers. This cannot be a coincidence.
That
Yeah.
would be us.
there was a researcher though who didn't lose his magic. He was there with us.
Yes, I spoke with him. He seemed to be in good spirits.
That's good.
I'm so sorry. Kashmir, did that answer your question?
yes, that pretty well explains it. Explains our connection, at least.
Yes, I agree.
Something weird's happened as well, though. We've
Please.
when we went to go rescue those individuals, we were, I believe, interdimensionally transported through a crevice of dusk. And since then, I mean, I admit I haven't quite been the same. Certain things are easier than they were before, and in the past few weeks, I've had continuous visions of that that crevice, that interdimensional space.
As have I.
Milo says, I didn't think I could dream, but it happened.
Whoa.
Did the other two, did you two have these visions as well?
Yeah, but I always have bad dreams. I thought that was just normal.
I mean, I'm trying to figure out why. I've been seeing like weird shadowy figures out of the corner of my eye and stuff, and whispers. It's kind of weird. But I didn't see a big cause for concern. I had just gone to like the Shadowfell on normal means, so I figured it was some kind of a residue from home.
I'm an old man. My vision isn't that good, anyways.
Right. Let me see something quickly. I'm about to cast magic at you. It is not harmful. It is simply for sensing certain magics. She reaches her hands out, and you see almost like this moonlight colored magic start to flow from her fingers as this kind of almost like a fog, silvery fog, bellows out and envelops you all, and for the first time you all see almost like this invisible purple string attached to your chest, to your hearts. It's not being tugged on, it's not being pulled, it's just kind of floating there ethereally. She reaches out towards you, Kashmir, and just brushes her fingers against this string. You are linked to the Lich God. I don't understand. She turns to Tasha. What if they are the answer? It just seems very unlikely. Well, I, for one, think we should take advantage of this, says Mordenkainen.
I think that's a great idea. There are 4 of the greatest spellcasters in this room right now. And some other people.
I'm going to assume you consider yourself fourth.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
After, calming down and being in this space, in this situation, you can actually see that Alustriel, Tasha, and Mordenkainen look very tired. Alustriel looks like she probably hasn't slept in days. Tasha, while having this tough girl persona, you actually notice that she's leaning heavily on one of the arms of one of the lounges, one of the couches. And Mordenkainen himself is able to stand up on his own 2 feet, but he is very visibly he looks like he's about to fall asleep standing up. Are any of you proficient with medicine?
Yes.
Ready? Anyone else?
No.
No.
But I can lend a helping hand if you need.
I am. I'm proficient with that.
Alrighty.
Ooh, two
So-
of us.
So Decher and Cyrus, you immediately realize that they are extremely fatigued, and if it wasn't obvious already, but they're putting on a good face, trying not to look too exhausted, but you can see just the levels. Decher and Cyrus, are either of you proficient in Arcana?
Sorry,
No.
repeat that. You keep breaking up for me on that end. Proficiency with Arcana? I am again.
You are proficient
Very
in
much
Arcana?
not.
Yep.
Okay. You can definitely tell that these 3 great wizards, they are exhausted from the spell that they had just tried to cast. You recognize this because in your early days of using magic, especially as a warlock, you would kind of do everything at once, and then you would immediately be so wiped out for the rest of the day. And while you are no longer at that level, it appears that this wish spell has really taken out these people as far as energy goes. Alustriel just sits back on her heels. Tasha, she finally gives way and kind of sits on the back of one of the couches. If I may, says Mordenkainen, Before we talked about the wish spell, we did have an alternative plan. I was worried that perhaps our wish wouldn't stop one as powerful as Vecna. Alistriel, please forgive me, but I did plan on this contingency being the main plan. She kind of gives a bit of a scowl to Mordenkainen, but she's way too tired to like put any real effort into it. So she just kind of like, okay. Vecna is too powerful to stop directly at this point. However, no power is absolute. We know this better than anyone. I suspect Vecna will be vulnerable while he weaves this ritual. If you confront and weaken him, this chime of exile can banish him to Orith. He would no longer be able to affect multiple realms at once. Let me just... I forgot to bring up that. Here it is. Here we go. Display in VTT. Mordenkainen holds up this. Switch to the Foundry screen so that the stream can see it as well.
Whoa.
As I mentioned before, this is a chime of exile. It does not require attunement. And you can all see that it is made completely of silver and it is engraved with delicate magic sigils. Whilst you are holding this, you will be able to cast the banishment spell once per dawn. It is slightly delicate, but I have enchanted it with magics that should make it hold its shape through your extra-dimensional journey. If you weaken your opponent enough, they will not have the opportunity to resist against the banishment. Would anyone like to take this?
I would gladly take it if no one else is objecting to it.
It's all yours, Jowik.
Hell yeah. Gimme.
He very delicately places it in his hands and hands it over to you. So you can add Chime of Exile to your inventory. It is a very rare item.
I got it.
Excellent. I'm going to switch back to the talking screen. You can see as he talks about this plan, his eyes are lighting up a bit. Some of his energy is slightly coming back. There is an artifact as well that I believe is the only way to weaken Vecna so the chime can be used against him. It is called the Rod of Seven Parts. Unfortunately, its components are scattered across existence. While my esteemed colleagues researched the magic needed to cast the wish spell powerful enough to stop Vecna, the magic inert in the artifact will point you to the second piece, and then to the third, and so on. The Sanctum's portal reacts to powerful magic such as this artifact. So as long as you find each piece, this portal will lead to the next. No use in any other key. The most recent piece of the rod will suffice. There's no time to waste. Once you've reassembled the rod, we can all confront Vecna and stop his heinous plan. You'll be heroes of the multiverse. How does that sound?
What are we, some kind of Suicide Squad?
Boo!
I'm so sorry. You cut out near the end there, and I'm suddenly forgetting. It was the piece that we need to start. I missed
just
that.
the first piece. So what he's saying is, you get one piece. It'll lead you to the second piece, and then the second piece will
Okay.
lead you to the third piece until you have 7. That sort of thing.
Okay. But we don't know what the first piece is yet.
I have something that may help us with that.
Excellent.
Illustriel and Tasha are just. That's a really good plan. Does your head hurt? Yes, significantly. I tried waxing the other day and it hurt a lot. No, I meant because you had to think. Yes, Tasha, I knew what you meant.
Get his ass.
Just like Tasha.
Well, I compliment you on your foresight. Thank you. I'm just checking the map a sec. I just want to make sure that I have all of the information to give you. Okay. Mordenkainen also clarifies that the portals should be generated by the pieces of the rod. And that's how it will lead you. You may or may not come back to the sanctum, just as like an accessibility thing or like the limitations of what happens in the rest of the story. But yeah. Alrighty. So, yes, with that in mind, I think we have enough energy to generate you to where the first piece might be. Excellent. Follow me. Mordenkainen walks back into the workshop where that magical circle was, where they cast the wish spell. It's already set up. Might as well use it. And he weaves his hands together and a portal opens.
Amazing.
It's nothing, really.
I guess we better hurry.
Indeed.
Good luck, adventurers. Don't die.
No promises, and Cyrus steps through the portal.
Okie dokie.
Alrighty.
That's my job.
You all step through.
I was not
just like a
expecting
video
to meet
game, you suddenly have
celebrities.
access to all of your gear. Because I just realized if you were just yoinked out of your homes, where was all your equipment? So it will just be like, you had it the whole time.
Actually, out of pure coincidence,
Magic
Decher just
pockets.
always dressed for.
Yeah,
every
yes.
day.
We're always armed.
Milo and Cyrus were running drills, so they were both wearing their full armor and carrying all their weapons.
Very true.
So weirdly convenient. And Yowik, we just assume Yowik's always got it somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whether it's down his throat, in his pocket, or up his. Anyway, it is 7:17. So why don't we go ahead, before we get into this next part of the chapter, let's go ahead and take our 15-minute break.
Okay.
So we'll meet back at just after 7:30.
Wonderful.
Alrighty, we'll see you
Sounds
soon.
good.
and welcome back. So,
Bazinga.
excellent. This setup is so much better than what I had before. Okie dokie. So, I made a mistake saying that the rod piece would be the thing to get you all back. That was incorrect. Mordenkainen actually has engineered the portal so that it will stay open, but it is invisible, and the only people who are permitted to go through it are you.
Oh, okay. So we just have to, once we retrieve it, come back here.
Exactly. Just to clarify, none of you can see invisible things, right?
That is
Uh,
correct.
No, but now I want to.
Don't we
Alrighty.
have see invisibility?
We have the
That
ability.
seems like a loaded question.
So, yes, you do have see invisibility, but I don't think you could think of a reason to use it at this moment just yet.
Yes, correct.
Alrighty. So, you can see that this place is approximately 20 feet high, and stalactites occasionally jut down a few feet. Looking around this room, you can see that the walls in Webb's Edge are rocky, jagged, and uneven. There was another note here that I have forgotten. You can easily, all of you are experienced enough to easily discern that you are in the Underdark. Not just underground, but way underground. As you go to advance forwards, you are met with that invisible barrier. And after some, some miming, figuring out what it is, you find a set of handles. There is a locked door in front of you, but it is invisible.
Ooh, I would like
Hey.
to light up the place with my drift globe.
I love that.
Yeah, we
I
have one of
did.
those.
Okay, before I go ahead and cast spells, is anyone able to pick a lock?
I can do the classic fighter move of trying to break down the.
I think
I can
that's a
pick
good
locks.
plan B.
I
But
just do not
if
have them.
there, in case there's stuff on the other side, I think we should try, because Kashmir did buy thieves' tools.
If I may borrow your newly acquired thieves' tools, I may be able to.
how uh how slighty of him are you?
I
Are you
feel like I am at least, 4 levels proficient, hypothetically speaking. If we were to say on a scale of 1 to 20, it would be about 4. So I'm capable. I have some nimble fingers, and he like flexes his gross 6-fingered hands with his long fingers.
I forgot he had 6 fingers.
Okay. In that case, I am going to cast. Well, first off, for funsies, I'm gonna cast borrowed knowledge on myself
Okay.
and give myself proficiency in perception for an hour.
Sounds good.
And that is not concentration.
Hell yeah.
So
Excellent.
I'm going to then cast Enhance Ability and give Yowik the Cat's Grace for 1 hour.
Meow.
And you have advantage on dex checks and you don't take damage from falling 20 feet or less if you aren't incapacitated.
That's useful. I usually fall down the stairs in the morning.
That's
Should re-
not great.
It's okay. I don't have nerve endings anymore. It's all numb.
Ooh.
Alrighty, Yowik, so go ahead and step up to unlock the door.
Yes, sir. That's a sleight of hand check.
Yep.
Okay, I think this is the first time I'm actually picking locks.
I think so too.
Awesome. So, sorry, I have advantage, you said?
Yes.
Awesome. So the first roll was 13,
Okay.
and the second roll is 17.
So, as you're really trying to, I mean, it's your first time picking a lock. Okay, maybe the second time, maybe the third time, maybe the first time. Anyway, either way, this is an invisible door, so it's really difficult to try and see what you're doing, even though it's all internal. It's really, really difficult. But you do end up finding the piece that you need to turn, but then you realize it's not budging. Not even like jerking and then not budging, just not moving at all. Make an Arcana check.
Interesting. Okay. Yeesh. That is an 11. Hold up, but wait. I can add a shoot, what was that thingy that I could do? Does anybody want to do something as I try to find this thing that I was thinking of?
I would like to, at will, cast see invisibility.
Alrighty.
Awesome. And it was at a D4 with tireless precision to make the Arcana check a total of 13.
Alrighty. Yeah, with that, you are able to tell that even with locks that are very difficult to pick the teeth for, they usually still budge a little, but not like this. You suspect that the spell Arcane Lock is on this door.
There's good news and bad news. Good news is it wasn't my fault that I couldn't do it. Somebody else is like really wanting this door locked and not wanting us to go in, which is the bad news.
Cyrus, as you cast See Invisibility, you can see 8 symbols subtly carved into the rock above the doorway. Tiny undercommon characters are embedded inside of each symbol. It looks like that you're able to. I know it says like above the door, but just for sake of this, because I want to, it looks like you're able to reach out and touch them if you want to.
There's some symbols, I can't read them. Does anyone speak Undercommon?
I don't understand such a language, no.
M.I.L.O also
No.
cannot.
Fortunately.
Maybe
Decher?
it's like... Yeah, maybe the backwards man from the backwards land knows the backwards language.
Decher, do you understand Undercommon?
But I can read. No, but I can read all writing.
Oh, good. That'll do.
You may want to be
Really?
able to see this then.
Oh yeah, I can't see invisibility. I can just read all writing.
Yes,
But we
but I
have it-
believe you have the ability to see
we-
invisibility if you would like.
That would be good if I need to read something. Otherwise, I can't do anything with it.
You do need to read something.
Then yeah, I need the then yeah. If I need the ability to see invisible, which I do not have.
You,
Unless someone-
we do, because
We
we
all
all
can.
got it
At will.
from the link with Vecna.
Oh shit!
You
Right.
got magical eyes now.
Yeah, you have
forgot
special
about
eyes.
That's right.
Man,
Special
that-
eyes. With your
that-
special
that-
eyes.
My
That's
bad.
really something. Yeah, I'll kind of move everybody aside and look at this. What am I reading?
Alrighty. So the symbols by themselves don't spell anything, but because you can now read this language that's on here, you realize you touch each symbol in a certain order and every time you touch them, it lights up, so even people who can't see invisible things can see them. You touch them in the correct order, and they shift. It says Web's Edge. You now know what this place is called.
Incredible.
Well, that doesn't help us.
That may have been the lock.
I think Jowik presses his lips up against the invisible lock and he whispers Web's Edge just to see if that would work.
It does.
Well, that's all I have. That's all my ideas.
Do we
Maybe
have any ways
Could
to
you try
dispel
picking
magic?
the lock again?
Oh yes, maybe if I can actually see it this time.
Well,
See invisibility.
Kashmir also just suggested, what about a dispel magic or something similar?
because I would. Okay. Would
A
Kashmir
dispel would work.
know about arcane lock? Would any of us know what that normally does?
Yeah.
It's
Yeah, Arcane Lock is a fairly famous spell at this point, and you would know that even though the doors have Arcane Lock cast on them, it does not make them impervious to damage. So if you wanted to take a hammer to this door or axe, you definitely could.
How about a flaming sword?
That too. Um,
Mm.
Arcane Lock just makes the lock more complex and stiff, making it more difficult to break in. It could be undone with a knock spell, if I'm not mistaken. Otherwise,
yeah.
you have to make a very good check with your thieves' tools in order to break in.
Could Yowik? Does Yowik have guidance? If I remember
I have
correctly?
guidance, yes. I even have the ability to cast knock and arcane lock. I just don't have them prepared today because I wasn't anticipating this.
Yeah.
So
Immediately stopped
nap
by the
before.
magical door.
Yeah.
You go back to the
Okay,
sanctum.
because
We're
you
just going to
still-
take a nap real quick.
Yeah.
That futon
You
looked
still
real
you still
comfy.
have advantage on Dex. So if
That
I
is true.
continue to concentrate on that, and then you concentrate on guidance for yourself,
Yes,
you'll have advantage and a D4.
that is correct.
So why don't we give this the good old, good old, good old
old
college
1-2.
try again?
Very good. I have never gone to post-collegiate secondary ever.
Okay, I'm so
I'm
sorry. I gotta check.
self-taught.
Bubby's not
I'm
eating the other guys.
homeschooled.
All
Okay.
right.
Do I have to concentrate on see invisibility? I don't remember.
Yes.
Will that help me in this situation?
Not
Uh,
really, because yeah, it won't, because you already have advantage from the sleight of hand.
Gotcha. It's not like I could even see anything else. I mean, it's not like I could see inside the lock if I could see it anyway. So,
Yeah.
okay, let's do it again then. Let's crack at it.
Alrighty.
What the fuck? That's a 1. That's a nat 1.
Well, good thing you have advantage.
So, sorry, let me do that again. And since I have proficiency with thieves' tools, does that mean I add my proficiency to this roll as well?
Yes.
Excellent. Okay, so that's going to be a good old 11 plus 4 for 5 plus the D4 you said?
Yeah, because you cast guidance on yourself.
That is
Yeah,
correct. I
but
believe in
that
myself. For a total of 16.
That is less
That's
than what you got last
been
time.
before.
Great googly moogly. Okay, maybe I'm not as good as I thought I was. In theory, I should be good at it, but you know. You want to hit it real hard?
I would love to.
Take a crack
Oh
at it,
God.
my
Okay,
muscular
here we
friend.
go. Yeah.
Let it rip.
Cyrus squares up with to the door with
Cyrus
his
the Beyblade.
flaming sword. And goes, well, nothing ventured. And hits it puts his whole weight with the sword into the door and rolls.
You're getting ready to charge. Getting ready to
Oh
charge,
my
and you take a
God.
deep breath. Oh, and the music builds, and you're about to take the first step when you hear like, is someone there? On the other side of the door.
No.
Yes, let us in.
What is the password?
Web's Edge.
That is the name of the place. We would not have that as the password.
Well, I'm out of ideas.
I have one idea.
There is no idea. We've already kind of given.
Okay, can
You asked the password and
can-
immediately gave the wrong
wait, wait.
phrase.
Wait,
I'll
Kashmir-
backpedal a bit to say that you said that to yourselves and they couldn't hear you say that.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, can we try to maybe keep this guy at the door distracted while Cyrus winds up again?
Quite possibly. There's one other avenue that I want to explore before that because of just how this dungeon is built. Because if this goes wrong, we could be in for a very long combat.
Okay, so
So I would like anybody who would like to please make either a religion check or a history check.
Oh, am I good at either of those things?
I'll make a
make a
Oh, I'm
religion
good at
check.
history. I'll make a history check.
No, I got a 9. I'm still waking up from this nap.
14.
Kashmir got an 18 religion.
Nice.
14 on history.
Nice.
I got a 26 for religion.
Alrighty. So as Cyrus jokingly goes, Web's Edge. Wait a minute. And then you can see you, Jowik, and Kashmir are kind of putting the pieces together. Underdark. Drow at the door. Web's Edge. I think this might be a hideout for Lolth followers. And you recall that the typical religious greeting for Lolth is the Spider Queen smiles on you.
Kashmir will kind of just say, yes, the Spider Queen smiles upon you. Now let us in.
Very good. You hear the door unlock. You visibly hear the spell fade
Whoa, sound effects.
as the drow opens the door and goes, "Wait a minute!" And M.I.L.O just reaches past all of you, grabs him, kind of like chokes him out, like shh,
Nice.
drags him over, tosses him into the portal, and goes, "Sorry." Alrighty, heading right in.
Yeah, let's do it.
Reach and clear. Move. Check your quarters.
Alrighty. So I'm just gonna spread this out. Alrighty.
Hey, is it really cool if we take like 10 minutes real quick? I just had an idea because they're all lol.
I
And
can
I'm going to
take this.
spend 10 minutes and ritual cast Find Familiar.
Okay.
And we can leave the token as a crow.
Yeah.
But I'm going to make Edgar into a spider.
Spider. Okay. Sounds good.
I hate it instantly.
I hate it when you do this.
So, in this large chamber that you have entered into, the remains of mold-covered broken wagons and barrels languish this large foyer. Humanoid skeletal remains lie strewn about, their swords and armor bent and rusted. Something gleams next to the bodies propped along the northern wall. Double doors on the east, northeast, and southeast walls are rusted shut. And a semicircle chamber that opens to the southwest wall appears to contain some sort of shrine.
Which way should we go, friendos?
Could Kashmir, with his uppity perceptions, try to like listen and see if there's any like activity going on in any of the directions.
Okay. Kind of take a second to perk your ears up. You don't really hear any voices or movement you wouldn't detect that wouldn't uncommonly be underground.
Okay.
Just making sure. You do hear from the south an ever so slight sound of chanting. But to you as a cleric, recognize this as a prayer.
Okay. Kashmir, after his ears perk up, will sort of blink and say to everyone, there's prayers to the south. But other than that, it seems pretty quiet. Nothing out of the usual.
Let's not go south then for right now.
Want to
They
try
will
north?
meet their god soon
Well,
enough.
north, from what I can see, I see 5 skeletons, and maybe a corridor off to the right.
You can also see up there, in the slight gleaming from the glowing mushrooms and reflecting off of the drift globe that Jowik is carrying, there appear to be large gems embedded in the floor as well.
I like gems.
Everybody in there's already dead. I don't think there's any threat.
Okay.
As long as I'm not the first one going in there. I'm
That sounds
squishy.
like my job. And if the game were unpaused,
Oh,
I
sorry.
would go there.
Okay, you should be good. Alrighty.
There is a passage to the side.
That was one of the doors I mentioned earlier that looks like it's rusted shut. That's my bad. Alrighty. So in this chamber, so yeah, just as described, you can see the skeletal remains, armor, shields, as well as those large gems embedded in the floor.
If I bend down and wiggle one of the gems, does it move?
As you reach down and just kind of give it a small jiggle, you hear bzz, and think, oh shit. Make a dex save.
Yep, got you.
Oh dear. Is there enough time for me to cast guidance in this moment?
Nope.
That's
Uh-oh.
12.
A 12?
Yeah.
Okay, this is gonna hurt.
I believe in you, Cyrus.
1, 2,
Uh-oh.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
Ooh.
8,
Oh,
9,
you just
10.
keep
Dasher
down.
11,
immediately looks
12.
around at all this, on all the bodies. Guys, maybe we. Oh shit!
You all
It
see
feels-
Cyrus's hair stand up on end. Their entire armor set is glowing orange from the heat conducted from this electricity. 5, 10, 12, 17, 20, 24, 25, 33, 39, 40, 48.
Yeah.
You take 40. Did I say 48 or 38?
Yeah.
I said 48?
Yeah.
You take 55 points of lightning damage.
Oh, that's a spicy meatball.
Cyrus is immediately bloody.
Oh,
I'm
jeez.
glad I wasn't the one who came in here first.
Do not
Ca-
touch the gems in the floor.
Kashmir immediately panics and is gonna. I mean, he just got it, yeah. He's gonna do a 4th level cure wounds.
Sounds good.
The
Because he's
healing
just like, ah,
stick.
shit.
Upon closer inspection, you can see the ruby is actually worthless. It is simply a trap.
That was worth nothing.
I think it was priceless.
It was great information.
It's a
When
learning
we're
moment
in
for
a
everyone.
body of dead
I'm so
people with
happy
gems
that
on the
I-
floor, don't
so
touch
happy I could-
gems.
I'm so happy I could provide a learning experience for you.
For a consolidation prize, there's a spear in the back corner if you want something to throw at stuff later.
I have
I
javelin.
have to figure out how to do this.
Fair enough. It's probably not to your caliber.
Oh, is this
6
door locked?
plus I need 3 more d8.
Yep. So at first, looking at this thing, looking at this door rather, it kind of looks like the rust has more or less kind of melded them together. So it probably could be pushed open by force, but it's probably also going to make a lot of noise.
Does anyone know how to cast silence?
Would you describe this? Let me think.
Also 23 to Cyrus.
Thank you.
I don't know how to be quiet.
Unfortunately,
Oh,
I'm
nice. I'm at
not.
69 hit points.
Nice.
Ayo.
Hey,
I'll spend 2 points of my healing light as well to heal you for some extra.
And I'll use lay on hands for some of the rest.
I'll heal you for another 10.
Thank you. And now it's worth adding more because I'm not at a cool number. I'll give myself another 25 and call it good.
Decher, actually, make me an investigation check on the door.
Okay. 23.
Upon closer examination... Okay. Shady business. Yep, I know all about this. You recognize that, yes, the doors are made of iron and they are rusted, but you know when something has been intentionally aged and not naturally aged. These doors will swing open with no noise, but they are locked, and it appears to be once again arcane lock.
I'm getting really tired of arcane locks.
I can try and break this one. I think it was going to work really well last time.
Well, why don't we check out the other door before we
Or we
bust
could
one
try
of them
knocking.
down?
Yeah, let's check.
True.
Let's inspect all of our options.
Yeah.
Oh, is there a gap in the doors?
No. It appears as you look around with yours and with the party's arcane knowledge, you can see that this, when you really take a closer look around the door frames, this stone was not carved. Certain parts, it looks like someone used something like the stone shape spell to perfectly make these arches so that there were no gaps.
That's rude.
Like they're it's annoying. Okay.
I maintain that we could try knocking.
I maintain that we should check another door before we start
You are also correct.
on this one.
Yes.
Yes,
Either
check
we'll
another
stay
door, or
here
yes,
and
stay in the door.
Let's check the other door. Maybe it's
Let's go
unlocked.
check out another door.
Whee!
Yo, it tiptoes
Alrighty.
through the tulips over. What does
Coming up
this
to
door
this-
look like?
Upon examination, you can see it is exactly the same. Remember the corner trick, Hunter.
I always forget the corner trick.
Yeah, so you can see these doors as well appear to be the same thing. So, very much telling that this is a false front. This is meant to deter people who are looking for this this hideout to make it look useless, that it's not worth anything, which I guess means the same thing. But yeah, so you can tell that this is definitely a false front.
Something can be useful but worthless, like that ruby in the fucking floor.
Cyrus isn't salty at all, no.
No, never.
Well, if this is a false front and we feel capable of opening the door up north and we don't want to go to the chanting to the south, that kind of leaves one option, right?
I mean, it looks like there's a fork down south, so there might be more to adventure and check out. Maybe
Yes,
just a
but we
peek.
do have to go through a door at some point.
Yeah, eventually the
Yeah.
door will have to be opened. It doesn't matter.
We could just get that out of.
I mean, I haven't even tried opening this door yet. It's like, what if it's just open?
Decher walks up to it and goes, "Nope, arcane lock."
That was my thought.
I don't mean to put words in your mouth, Hunter, but I figured you probably would have told them.
That was the exact option. Yeah, that was what I was trying to do. Is locked. I'm gonna quickly cast Detect Magic, though. Are we sure it's an arcane lock? Maybe it's just directly locked this time.
Sure.
I mean, you
do you
could
take the
cast
full?
it.
Do you take the 11 minutes to cast it, or use a spell slot?
Oh no, I can cast it at will.
Oh, well, good for you.
Can you cast it at the door?
So you take
I
the
mean,
1 minute.
It's an area of effect.
So you take the 1 minute to cast it. Because it
I
still
mean,
has
it's
the
an
casting
action.
time.
It's an action to cast.
I always
Takes
forget
me a
warlocks have special things.
Grand total of 6 seconds.
So you take 6 seconds to cast it. And yes, it is confirmed that that is indeed arcane lock. You can also see that this entire place seems to be emblazoned with sigils of the non-detection spell.
Huh. Guys, don't be alarmed. I think there's a cult here.
There's always a cult.
That's shocking.
Should
I
we put
know.
on the old costumes and hope that they blend in a bit?
I
I
believe
don't.
that's the
It's not
wrong call.
Vecna. It's definitely not Vecna.
What if we started a turf war between Vecna and this cult, and then it would be like splitting their attention? Yeah,
You do have.
we'll have the upper hand.
You do have
I also threw.
Sorry. You go ahead, Hunter.
I was gonna say I threw those robes out a long time ago.
Yeah, I threw those robes out when we got back to Neverwinter.
I put them in a box and hid them in the back of my closet, and I felt really naughty
You
about
don't have them either.
it.
Kashmir's like quietly, I still have them.
They're actually in my
Milo-
backpack.
Milo goes, "You guys got clothes?"
You guys are getting robes?
But you are able to tell due to your check earlier that this is definitely a place of Lolth worshippers, the Spider Queen.
These are some nasty folk. Okay. Well. Do you want to open up? Which door do you guys want to open up?
Oh wait, hold up! I'm gonna run back over to the portal. This portal's open, right?
Yes.
Gonna pop in, look at the drow. I'm gonna rifle through his pockets to see if he has a key.
Nope.
God damn it!
Interesting.
Thanks, Volo. Bye, Volo. Okay. So the drow
Jowik,
didn't
as
have
you're
the key.
going down south, give me a stealth check.
Okie dokie.
You have advantage on dexterity checks.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm still concentrating.
That's a 21.
Alrighty.
As I Scooby-Doo peek around the corner or trying to sneak around.
Alrighty. So yeah, you can go ahead and move up to this square right here. Alrighty. So, just gonna pause the game for a sec. This semicircle chamber forms a natural alcove. Shelves carved into the wall from floor to ceiling hold small, repulsive items, including bloody baubles, shriveled fingers, and idols carved from bone. 2 figures are crouched before the shelves. You can see one of them is a hobgoblin, and the other one is a Durgar. And you can see that they're both sitting there, hands clasped together, and they appear to be praying. And Lolth's name is said multiple times, so it's obvious who they're praying to.
I think I'm gonna try to silently gesture towards my friend, saying, "We got
You're still
this."
carrying the drift globe, aren't you?
Oh yes, that is true.
Oh no!
As they look over, and Jowik, you're awkwardly standing there, like,
Sorry, fellas, wrong room.
I'm gonna say the passcode real fast. Kohl can't remember it, but I think Jowik should be able to remember what the
The
password was.
Spider Queen smiles upon you.
As if Spider Queen smiles upon you.
Make a deception or perception. Persuasion or deception.
I'm really good at lying. That's a 17.
Oh,
Alrighty. Just making sure I'm not missing anything. You can see that both of them are adorned in garb that emulates Lolth. I'm just going to show you what they look like real quick.
Whoa.
he's got such a pointy forehead.
So does Jowik.
I think that's his hair.
That one. Yeah, yeah. It
As
is.
they turn and they both slowly get to their feet. Yeah. The hobgoblin says, "Well, then show us your mark."
Yeah, sure. Just around this corner though, I'm a little self-conscious. I'm gonna and then I'm gonna try to take a step back.
Alrighty.
Cyrus is wheezing in the corner.
Can we do anything as Yoik's distracting them in
Yeah,
this
you
moment?
unpause the game so we can slowly walk over.
Jowik begins to take steps back towards the party, and as you're doing that, they also come around the corner, and you have this awkward moment of, well,
Yeah.
they draw swords, cast magic, roll for initiative.
I was gonna say,
Yeah.
Cyrus draws his flaming sword and just goes, "Hello."
Excellent.
Initiative.
Hell yeah.
Come on, let this be the day. That would be so fun.
Not great.
Alrighty. Okay, I get a roll for Milo. Natural 20 for Milo on initiative. For a 23. Nice. And then I'm going to roll initiative for you. And then roll initiative for you.
Oh, they're so initiative.
I like the question mark dice that show up on
Yeah,
Magic.
the private rolls,
Like,
yeah.
you'll never know.
It's a
Alrighty.
mystery.
So, Decher, nice. I see you have your initiative there. Jowik, what'd you get?
I got a 21.
Alrighty. What's your dexterity modifier?
That would be +2.
Okay. Unfortunately, McUlbly has higher. So
McClunky.
Cyrus.
That would be a 3.
Damn. And Kashmir.
A 10.
Alrighty. As this initiative kicks off, M.I.L.O is first. M.I.L.O has 30 feet of movement. Yes. Yep. Nothing else that can make them go faster. Nope. Something unique about M.I.L.O is you all realize that as you're trying to stealth around, Cyrus's armor is making a lot of noise. M.I.L.O's armor plating is not. You can still hear like the clinking and clanking, but you all recognize the metal as to be made out of mithril. Oh, good. He can just get there. I gotta fix my drag ruler on here because there was an update, which means it resets everything, and it's super freaking annoying. While I'm here, making sure my left click releases objects. Okay, good. Okay, cool. 25. It's just gonna run up right there, and he can make 3 attacks now. So
Yippee!
he's gonna go 1, 2, 3. So the first one against Tokner. You can't see their names on here, and I don't think you'll ever learn their names, so that's why I'm saying them out loud.
You know, the guy.
Yeah, that one guy.
Get him!
Natural 1, unfortunately, for the first attack. Second attack is a natural 20.
Ooh.
Okay, I'm going to roll the third attack while I'm here. Natural 19. And he is a battle master, I believe. Yes, he is. So no double crit. Alrighty, so for the hobgoblin, that is 2d8. Ooh, that's not a great roll, but so 4 plus 7 is 11.
11.
So 11 points to damage. 11 points of damage to her. And then third attack, that hit as well, so I'm going to roll that. Ooh, max damage. So 15 to the Durgar, whatever the frickin'
The guy.
frick. Everybody's like, so many people say it differently.
A Duger.
A Duger booger. Alrighty, that will conclude M.I.L.O's turn. It is now Torkner's turn. Torkner will
But I
shout,
hardly know her.
"Intruders!" He'll then mix his hands together, and you all recognize a small mote of fire between his hands, and he casts it forward.
Ooh. May I use a reaction to cast Counterspell?
Yes, you may.
Wicked nasty. That's a let's say 3rd level, because I'm
Okay.
stingy like that.
As he casts it forward, and you cast Counterspell, and the fireball snuffs.
I am the brightest light in this room, not you.
I suppose he could use his reaction to cast Counterspell, but that's shitty, so I'm not gonna. It'd be shitty for me to do that after be like, oh yeah, that totally works. Actually, that'd be really shitty. Alrighty, it is now the Hobgoblin's turn.
Hobgoblin, let's do this.
Alrighty. Okay. Yeah, so she draws her short sword, and she's going to make an attack against you, Jowik. And because she goes before you on the initiative, she gets advantage. That is a 22 to hit.
That definitely hits, and I've used my reaction, so I can't cast
Oh,
shield.
that's true, yeah. Alrighty, so the initial damage. She gets sneak attack.
Give it to me straight, Doc.
I can't,
Can't
sir.
do that,
I can't,
buddy.
son. I'm gay.
I set that up perfectly for you, and you executed it with style.
3, 5, 11, 17, 23. You take 26 points of piercing damage.
Woof.
And I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Sorry, could you repeat that?
I need you to make a con save.
Okie dokie.
Sorry, you're not in my radius.
It's okay. That's an 11.
An 11. Alrighty, that is a failure.
Uh-oh.
That's a lot of 6s. As you feel something enter your body. 1,
Oh, no.
2, 8, 13, 16, 22. You take 28 points of poison damage.
28, you said?
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay, I'm still standing, but I'm really hurt.
And then for her second attack, she's going to try to stab Milo. She does not have it. No, Milo took his turn already, so she does not have advantage, and that is going to miss. Alrighty. Jowik, your turn.
Okie dokie. Oof, ouch. I am hurting, Palomino. Let me tell you that. In retaliation, I'm going to use a bonus action to activate my blade song. Start tapping my toes real fast, hitting my bongo with my wand. In my other hand, I'm going to draw my rapier, and I'm going to give it a good old slash against the person who just attacked me. Does a
good.
22 hit?
Yes, it does.
Excellent. That is going to be 9 points of damage.
9
And
points.
as a second attack, I am going to whip around real fast, put some real flex in the blade of my sword, and cast Booming Blade.
Okay.
Oh, sorry, I should actually roll to attack first. Let me redo that real quick. To attack. That doesn't hit, so disregard. That is a 2 for 9.
Ooh. Alrighty.
Ow. But the first attack did land, though, correct?
Yes, it did.
Excellent. Using my swashbuckler evasiveness, I'm gonna skedaddle backwards while doing the Gangnam Style dance.
Awesome. She tries to swipe as you go by, but you just
See ya. So that was
5,
5,
10,
10, 15. I'm just gonna back up over here so I'm with friends. There's a couple
good.
bodies between me and them now, so.
Decher, it's your turn.
Good stuff. Hey, Jowik.
I'm bleeding profusely.
You look fine. We are. I guess I can see everybody from here. We're gonna go firebolt onto the angry not dwarf.
Okay.
Come on, 16.
It travels forward. He raises a hand and uses shield.
Coward. And I will spend 4 points of my healing light and heal Jowik
Cool.
for some numbers. 12. You're healing for 12.
Thank you. I almost died without you.
Alrighty.
That will be my turn.
Alrighty. Sounds good. Kashmir.
Oh geez. Sorry. I was feeling. Okay. I do be contemplating. How hurt is Jowik looking after that heal?
Still bloody, but better than the single-digit feelings that he had.
Gotcha. In that case, I would like to do a good old Toll the Dead at the
The dwarf?
this one.
Okay.
Dwarf, yes.
Ooh, natural 1.
Oh hell. And have they been hurt?
Yes.
Okay, so I
Yes, they
rolled
did, Milo.
D12s.
Uh-huh.
3d12s plus 4. Uh, 17.
Nice.
Necrotic. And then I'm gonna do. Oh gosh, I really went through my second level slots real fast. That's okay. I'm gonna do a third level healing word for Yowik
Alrighty.
as my bonus action.
I am mostly scar tissue at this point.
Damn.
Yeah, but don't feel too bad.
Oh,
That happened long before this adventure.
Yeah.
I needed that. Okay, so that's 7 plus 4, so 11 to Yowik.
Alrighty.
Whoa.
And then with my movement, I'm gonna shuffle around.
Now I'm just bloodied.
Okay, 10. Oh, I'm on the wrong thing. Oh god. 10. Well, actually, I'm just gonna move back 5 instead.
Alrighty.
No, it only
Cyrus.
works when you're standing in front of them and between me.
No.
Alrighty, Cyrus, it's your turn.
Alrighty. I can move through an ally, right?
That's correct.
Sick. I'm gonna go like diagonal to M.I.L.O and form a
Cool.
lovely little square.
Alrighty.
You're doing a square dance.
We're doing a square dance. I had meant to check something, and now I regret not doing it. But whatever. I'm gonna hit. I have 2 attacks. I'm gonna give one of each of them 1. So I'm gonna start with the hobgoblin.
Cool. The little icons you just received, those are the symbols to say that you are affected by a paladin aura. We'll keep the circle up just for measuring purposes. But yeah, if that's active auras for you. Alrighty.
Sick.
What'd you get on the hobgoblin?
That would be a 23 to hit.
Hoya.
And I'm gonna assume the hobgoblin is not in fact undead.
That is correct.
Which would mean that is 11 points of radiant damage.
Okay.
And then the hit on the Durgar is a 27 to hit.
Ooh.
And I'm gonna assume he's not undead either. So that's 13 points of radiant damage.
Alrighty. As you slash at the hobgoblin and bring down your sword on the Durgar, who looks like he's getting ready to cast mage armor, he doesn't get the chance as you slice his chest cavity open and he dies.
Oh, sick.
Ew.
In that case, I'm going to use the rest of my movement, because I think I moved 20, to flank the hobgoblin.
Nice. And M.I.L.O will take full advantage. What's your bonus to hit, M.I.L.O? Canine. So that is a dirty 20. And that's higher. Those will both hit. So I'm just going to roll 2d8. Are you wielding a shield? You are not, so I should be rolling d10s. Because I don't think Milo would miss an opportunity to use a sword with 2 hands. Let's make sure that his shield isn't in his bag of holding or something, if he has one. He does, but it's not in there. Okay, cool. Yeah, so 2d10. That's 10 total on the dice, plus 7 modifier, so plus 14, 10 plus 14, 24 damage. Very nice. And he gets one more attack. That is a natural 19, so yes, that will hit. 10. That's another 5, so a further 12 points of damage. Alrighty. That will be Milo's turn. The assassin will also shout this turn, "Intruders! Betrayers! Destroyers of Loth!" And she turns and slashy.
I am not a destroyer of Loth. I'm a destroyer of you specifically right now.
My sole purpose is to end
There's no
you.
way she can gain advantage on attack rolls during its first turn on any creature that hasn't taken a turn. All right, so she'll do 1 stabby at Cyrus and 1 stabby at Milo. 12, that's not going to hit. That is a 18, which barely misses Milo. Jowik, it's your turn.
Alrighty. Having been refreshed by my comrades, I'm going
She's
to...
going to move 5 feet. Sorry.
Excellent. I'm going to take her spot. The moment she steps out, I step in with a vengeful blade. I'm going to swipe with the wyvern blade. Does a 17 hit?
Yes, indeed.
Excellent. So that is going to be 10 points of piercing damage plus sneak attack this time, because I forgot it last time. For a total of 11 additional damage.
I didn't want to do this.
The moment she steps, I just step in behind her, almost like I'm mimicking her, and the blade is just in between her and I. Just striking that pose.
She
freezes up.
She just kind of clutches the rapier as you withdraw it.
That was very rude. Strikes that JoJo pose, and well, I got us into that fight, but I definitely got us out of that as well. Anyways,
Does it sound like anyone is rushing to our location after the yells?
No.
Mm.
Not with your passive perception. Nobody's coming.
With the 23, damn, they stealthy.
I'm going to check the bodies for keys.
That's a good
Alrighty.
idea.
Someone must have a key.
I'm going to check the bodies for pieces of the rod of 7 pins.
Alrighty. So, with your combined efforts, you find your typical things like the poison short sword, or the short sword that had poison on it. Spell focuses, bits of spell components, little trinkets, but unfortunately, no keys.
Is there anything of use in this like alcove that they were like praying in? Oh, that's a body. Ew. There's a dead body over there, guys. What the hell?
Yeah, look, there were like 4 up north here. Like,
Yeah,
Jowik
this-
standing
this
next to one.
those ones were bone dry. This one's like wrapped up in stuff. That's gross.
Jowik, you just created a dead body.
I mean, you have to have some sort of like, professional detachment within this line of work, my friend.
So, looking on the shelves, it's easy enough to spot without a check. Looking around, you don't really see anything of monetary value, except for a small figurine. It is a rocket carved into the shape of a spider.
Oh, a fancy trinket. I think I'm gonna slide that into my pocket.
Alrighty. You feel spiders crawl up your neck, figurative spiders. you just took a statue of Lolth.
No way that can go wrong.
Alrighty. So yeah. The door that Decher is standing before, easily
Is
recognized as same thing. Made to look rusted, is sealed with arcane recovery. Oh, sorry, arcane lock.
Okay, at this point, I give up.
Smash the bastard.
Please break down a door now.
Do it.
To break down a door.
Do it.
I step up to. Could you? I step up to the doors.
Ooh.
At-
I
Yowik,
hoist
this-
my sword.
before you
and
do
then I lean
this.
forward and knock on the door.
Oh,
I heard a couple of before this happens, so I want to give them a chance to speak.
because it was
Oh.
such a peaceful thing. I think Yowik's actually
Right.
holding back his two hands. Like,
But
if you are going to bust it down.
Marlowe wanted to say something, I think.
I was just gonna say, upon realizing and admitting defeat to these locks, Kashmir will drop concentration on Yowik's enhance ability.
All right. All right, Cyrus.
I stand by knocking on the door before trying to break
Okay.
it down.
Pung, pung. Dorner, you're taken care of. Did you kill the intruders?
Yes.
Make a deception check. Are you
Yep.
trying to imitate the voice?
No. He's not that smart, but I will make the deception check. That's a 15.
Alrighty. Gold. As the doors bust open. As you see this enormous claw coming down towards you, Cyrus. That is going to be a 29 to hit.
Sorry, what was that?
A 29 to hit.
Yeah, that'll hit.
You take 15 points of slashing damage as busting out of this door is this enormous pig-looking demon.
Ew.
I don't like that.
And
Greg,
Ew.
what are you doing here? I don't owe you money.
My name's Greg! Roll for initiative.
Understandable.
It is an enormous winged biped with a boar's head, and you can see footprints. It looked like it was just pacing down here. Man, That voice I chose is really hard to maintain.
It's
Have fun
fine.
with
We'll
that
just
one.
kill
You
the
really
demon.
went for it, yeah.
I want to RP with this guy. I want to see what he knows. So like, I hope you're ready to use that voice a lot.
I'm gonna punch him in the jugular.
Alrighty.
Although, good
Oops,
demon
that was
voice.
the wrong person. I meant that
Yeah.
17 to be for Milo. For you. Wow. Got a 2. Kashmir, what'd you get?
I got a dirty 20.
Nice. Jowik
I got a 10.
and Cyrus.
6.
Alrighty, he is going last. I mean, he got a surprise round, so I think that's only fair.
Yeah,
Alrighty.
I was surprised.
Alrighty, Kashmir, go ahead.
Oh boy.
And just for clarification, you can stand the same space as the door.
Okay. How tough does this guy look?
Well,
Can
seeing how... Actually, give me a history check or a nature check.
history or nature? They're the same, so I will do history. Oh, that's a 4.
You have no idea. I mean,
In
boars
that-
are famous for having thick skin, literally. So you
Okay.
can use that how you will.
In that case, I like to think that Kashmir is just like, oh shit, or sorry, oh shoot.
Nah, don't worry about it.
And will use, oh, let me find it real quick. I had it before. Channel Divinity. Path to the Grave.
Mm-hmm. What's that do?
And that's my action. And I point at him and I say, oh no. And the next time me or an ally of mine hits it with an attack, the creature has vulnerability to all of that attack's damage, and then the curse ends.
Yeah, very cool. And there's no save
And I
involved,
will-
right?
No, it just happens, but I will use my channel divinity for my amulet of the devout for that.
Cool.
And then I think Kashmir's just gonna kind of step over the corner. Just like, okay, hopefully someone can handle it.
Milo will run up.
Hit it real
And-
hard, Milo.
Give us a good old 1, 2, 3.
Give him the 3-piece meal.
Side and a drink.
So with his first attack, he's going to use a superiority die, so that the next attack roll against the target, when you hit with an attack... Okay, let's see if he hits first. Okay, first attack is a natural 3. Plus 9, that's 12, so that's not going to hit. Second attack, same thing. Third attack, I fell into my basket. That's 7. 7 plus 9 is 16, so that's not going to hit either. So he's not spending any superiority dice this time. So that sucks.
Yeah, Milo. Come on.
I don't think he has any bonus actions. Would you be okay with me spending your reaction, Cyrus?
What you gonna do?
Commander's Strike. When someone takes the attack action, you can forego one of the attacks, which is fine because none of them hit anyway. So, and I'm the DM, so nah. He would use his bonus action to have an ally that can hear him use their reaction to strike the opponent.
I love it. I wasn't using my reaction anyway.
Alrighty.
Shall I roll to hit?
Yep.
All right. Is a 20, dirty 20 to hit.
Hell yeah, that'll hit.
Awesome. And I believe he is vulnerable to this damage.
Yep, so double the number that you roll.
So that is, I rolled a 4, so that is an 8 plus 6 is 14 points of radiant damage.
Nice.
That's the closest to a smite you can get without calling it a smite.
And because he used a superiority die, there's an additional 1 point of damage on there.
Oh, hell yeah.
Would they technically be vulnerable to that damage as well?
Oh, you are so right. You are so right.
2! Everything counts.
Alrighty, Decher.
Yo. Big scary demon thing. I am going to use my action, seeing the big scary demon thing, and I'm going to reach into my pocket and pull out a tarot card of death, the death marking, and cast Spirit of Death.
Nice.
Which again is another thing that you don't have a token for, Geoffrey, so I guess we can just throw out another crow.
So you say that.
Do you have a token?
No.
I guess a generic Grim Reaper token would work.
Did I plan this ahead? And do I have a Avatar of Death on here? No, I don't. Okay, so I'll tell you what. I'm going to drop another Edgar Allan Crow. Ping where you want it to be summoned.
No, it's just going to go behind him.
Okay. Can you see back there? Yes, you can.
Yeah, I can.
Ready? And I'm just going to adjust the size of this token.
Make it bigger.
Ooh, thick crow.
Excellent.
That's
Alrighty, there you
capital
are.
crow.
Go Boynes. And then action, bonus action, I have nothing particular. The spirit, though, will make some attacks on him.
Alrighty.
So me take using my spell modifier. So attack 1. That is a dirty 20.
Nice.
Cool stuff. So we're going to be doing, what was that damage again for Spirit of Death? So that first attack is going to be doing 7 necrotic.
Nice.
And the second attack is a 25, which still hits, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
Assuming. And next one for the last damage is 4.
Cool.
And then as yeah. The spirit does technically its own turn. I'm just taking the same turn as I am. As the spirit's bonus action, it is going to haunt him.
Alrighty.
So I now, as long as it's on this plane of existence, I always know where it is. And if it starts within 10 feet of the spirit, it must make a wisdom saving throw or be frightened.
Alrighty.
and that is my turn.
Sounds good. Alrighty, Jowik.
Okay. Has it been less than a minute since our interaction with the previous individuals? Just because I think
It's
my
been
blade song
59
has 59 seconds. Okay, so my blade song is gonna be okay until next round, I guess. Because I think there's a minute. It lasts for a minute, I think.
Yeah,
Let me
I mean,
double check.
we'll just say that when this combat is over, you'll lose it.
Gotcha. Yeah, 1 minute. Okay. So if that's the case, I'm gonna run up to him. Right over here. Swinging my blade around. I'm gonna hit him for
Go, squishy.
a
Jowik,
good
go.
old 23.
Hell yeah.
Awesome. So that's gonna be 10 piercing damage plus sneak attack for 9 additional points of piercing damage.
Nice.
And then I am going to withdraw my blade. I'm going to weave a little bit of magic and cast a cantrip as my second attack. My knuckles begin to spark with electricity as I attempt to shocking grasp. Does a 14 hit?
Does not.
Okay, so the shocking grasp, the attempted sack tap fails. As a bonus action, do I know who's after me in initiative on my team?
Yes, and that's only because Cyrus is the only other person that hasn't gone yet.
Okay, if that's the case, bonus action, I am going to expend a bardic inspiration die and give it to Cyrus, I guess.
Alrighty.
So for 10 minutes, you can add a d6 to ability checks, attack rolls, or saving throws.
One time.
As yeah, Jowik starts drumming on his drum that's wrapped around his waist and with his wand, and he sets sort of like a rhythm for everybody to get their attacks in on.
Awesome. Alrighty.
And I
All right,
believe
Cyrus, go
bardic
ahead.
inspiration can be added after rolling, but before you know the result.
Yes.
Yes, okay.
I do believe so. Yeah.
So I'm going to try and hit him with my sword for a change of pace. Oh, what's that number? Yeah, I don't even think it's worth adding a d6 to that. That's a 12 to hit.
Yeah, it's not gonna hit.
I'm just gonna roll again. Second attack. 19 to hit.
That will hit.
Yeah.
Sick. That is 13 points of radiant damage.
Alrighty. It is a fiend. Is your Sunsword fiend and undead, or just undead?
I will check that. Sunblade. When you hit an undead with it,
Okay,
the target takes an
that's
extra.
too bad.
So yeah, it's just undead. But, radiant damage.
Mm-hmm. Anything for your bonus action?
Check.
Sorry?
No.
Okay.
Not.
It is his turn. Lets out this huge squeal. As its a huge mouth and tusks just reverberate as this humongous voice bellows out.
I have my reaction, right?
You now have your reaction back, yes.
Perfect.
Alrighty, so that's everybody except for Kashmir, because you are outside its range. Okay, and from that scream, you see its tusks light up into a multicolored horns, and it flashes like a flashbang. Everybody except for Kashmir needs to make wisdom saving throws unless you are immune to being frightened, which I believe is everybody inside your aura.
Everybody inside my aura is immune to being frightened.
Alrighty, so you all see this bright flash, and you feel the fright crawl into you, but then it is soon jettisoned by your companion's ability. He just screams really loud in frustration as he sees his plan did not work. He screams loudly. I think he can survive. Yeah, I think he can survive one more round of combat. Prove me wrong, people. Okay, so he used his horror nimbus, and now he's going to make 3 attacks. And because there's 3 of you, he'll use 1 on each. So he will use a bite attack on Jowik, a claw attack on Cyrus, and a claw attack on M.I.L.O. Jowik, that's a 22 to hit.
That hits, but as a reaction, I would like to speak the command word for my armor.
Okay.
That allows me to push me back 10 feet away from the attacking creature without provoking opportunity attacks, and I can reduce the damage by 2d6.
Alrighty, go ahead and roll that 2d6.
Yeah. I reduce 9 points of that damage,
Alrighty.
and I moved back. There you go. As these big old eagle wings sort of burst from my back and pushed me away with a big burst of wind.
Hell yeah. Alrighty. You can still feel, though, not only is it the bite of the teeth, but it's also the giant tusks that have just torn your skin asunder. So this is 3, 10, 19, 26, 35. You take 40 points of piercing damage.
That's
Reduced-
a 4-0?
Yeah, 4-0, and then -9 because of your dice.
I would like to use my reaction. Use Channel Divinity Rebuke the Violent.
Whoa.
Okay, what's that do?
Immediately after an attacker within 30 feet deals damage with an attack against a creature other than you, you can use a reaction to force the attacker to make a wisdom saving throw. On a failure, the attacker takes radiant damage equal to the damage it just dealt.
Nice.
Or half on a success.
What's the DC?
15.
Wisdom save. That unfortunately passes.
Half damage then.
So I
of what he
still
just
take
dealt.
the
So-
31?
You still take it, but he also takes damage.
Oh, hell yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So I had exactly 31 points of health. So even though I'm able to reduce it, I am knocked down.
Oh! Jowik is unconscious. Alrighty, and...
I just ragdoll and slam into the wall.
Ready? And then that takes half of the damage it dealt. And then with that same claw, it reaches forward to gouge at you, Cyrus. No, I rolled to hit already. What am I doing? So after I deal this damage, I will need you to make a concentration check for see invisibility. Because you still have that up. $18 points of slashing damage. So your DC is 10.
Yep. Okay. That's a con save.
Uh-huh.
That's a nat 1.
Ooh, so see invisibility drops.
That's fine.
Suddenly he disappears.
What a
Would've
spooky
really
thing that would be.
enjoyed
What a twist.
And M.I.L.O takes 18 points of slashing damage from the attack against him. Alrighty, Kashmir. Actually, before we begin this round, it is 4 minutes to 9, which I know 9 is our cutoff time. Do we want to save this round for next time, or do you want to push through this combat and end after 9 o'clock?
I'm good
Ooh.
finishing out this combat.
Yeah, I'm good with rounding it out.
Hunter, Milo? I mean, Marlowe?
Sorry, I'm good.
Ready? Hunter, you good with pushing through this combat past the timeline?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Alrighty, Marlowe, go ahead and take your turn.
Okay.
You sound like a robot in a Pringles can right now.
Is that better?
There
Yeah.
you go.
Okay. Has everyone taken damage?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Maybe not. Has Decher taken damage?
Decher? No, I think Decher is squeaky clean. Right, Hunter? You haven't taken any damage?
Correct.
And how beat up are Milo and Cyrus looking?
Not very.
Not very?
I mean,
Okay.
Yeah, Milo just
Cyrus
took
has
the
done
first
better,
damage.
but he's not bloody.
Milo just took the first damage he's ever taken today.
Okay.
So he's fine.
Cyrus
Okay.
isn't bloody yet.
I'm gonna shimmy on over to, which I already did, to Jowik, and from my I'm making use of the staff real fast.
Jowik has good health care.
He just has good friends.
Yeah,
good
he'd be dead in
healthcare
a
and
ditch
life
somewhere.
insurance.
The real treasure was.
While holding it, I can use an axe.
Jowik
Okay.
owns a share in Decher's life insurance company.
This is a bit of a weird question.
Sure.
It's an action to use the charges on the staff. Could I also bonus action cast a leveled spell if it
No, unfortunately. No matter what the
Okay,
source
it's
is,
still-
it's still a leveled spell.
Gotcha. Okay. I'm just gonna do a nice old 4th level cure wounds on my friend Jowik, which is 4d8 plus 4. I'm using these charges real fast. Okay, not terrible.
Good investment.
21 points of healing.
Oh, I'm awake again.
So Jowik, don't do that.
Don't do what?
And then die.
I'm trying not to.
And then I'm gonna shimmy back into my corner.
Legends
Alright.
never
I'm
die.
And then
Alrighty.
I will mark off
Milo's turn. Alright. I think Milo's just going to take 3 attacks against this guy. Okay, so that first one will miss, the second one will hit, and the third one will hit. Good. Let's get some good old D10s going. Okay, ooh. Max damage on one of those dice, so that's 16 plus 14, that's 30 points of radiant damage. Nice. Decher.
Yo. We are going to. What am I gonna do? It's a demon. Fire is probably not my friend. We're gonna do. Can I get it to do a lovely dex save for me as I cast Sacred Flame?
Dexterity saving throw. That is a 9. That's a failure.
Yeah.
It's a failure.
He failed?
Yep.
Fantastic. We need a grand number. So it's going to take 15 points of radiant damage.
Nice.
And then my Spirit of Death will make a attack on him. So we're looking at dirty 20 again.
Nice.
For 8 necrotic. Second attack. Probably doesn't hit. That's a 17.
17 does not hit.
I didn't think so. Okay, well, that's my turn. Good stuff.
Alrighty. What's your save DC?
17.
Okay, never mind. I forgot that this guy has advantage against spells and magical effects. Yeah, it's your turn.
Well, let's see. Well, I'm alive. That's good. Let's see. What was that statement you made right before the beginning of my turn?
I forgot that I should have been rolling at advantage for magical effects and spells.
Ah. Okay, let's see. Who do you think needs it? I'm gonna strike my drum as a bonus action and grant Milo a thing of bardic inspiration,
Cool.
I think. I'm gonna follow up. Why not? I'm gonna wind up my wand with some lightning sparking from the tip, and I'm gonna attempt to cast lightning lure on this individual.
Alrighty.
I require a strength save. DC 15.
That is a 10.
Excellent. So if that's the case, it is pulled 10 feet directly towards me.
Is there anything in that spell that says if companions are in the way?
It doesn't, but it does take 3d8 points of lightning damage since it is within 10 feet of me now. So how would you want to do that? He is pulled towards me, so he's
Right.
within melee range.
So I'm going to say that Milo and Cyrus are pushed as well.
Excellent.
How
Awesome.
much is
So
the lightning damage?
that will be 17 points of damage.
Alrighty. You
I'm gonna-
realize the lightning kind of crawls across its body and is not as effective as you were hoping.
Interesting. Well, if that's the case, I'm going to follow up with a regular old rapier attack for.
You are prone.
I am prone.
Yeah, you got knocked unconscious.
Oh, yeah. Well, then I'll stand up as all that is happening, I guess. And I will stab him. I will use him to help me up. So I'm just going to stab him and climb up as I
Sounds
do
good.
so. Oh, I already rolled, didn't I? That would be an 11, so I don't think that hits.
That's correct.
Yes. So one of my attacks hit, but I don't think that qualifies me for my cunning footwork stuff. So I don't think I have the ability to just step out of range for him.
Yeah, I think you have to make a melee weapon attack in order
Yeah,
for that.
I think that's true. So if that's the case, I think that's it for my turn. But at least now we're all here together.
Alrighty, Cyrus, go ahead.
I love it when we have bonding moments. In a shocking twist, I'm gonna hit my sword. Oh boy. That is a 13.
You got the bardic
I'm gonna roll a
inspiration.
d6 and see if I can boost that up high enough to actually. Does a 17?
It does
No.
not.
Dang.
All right. Well, I have another attack, so let's see what that does. Okay, well, I rolled a 17 on the die, so that's a 27.
Oh yeah.
And this time, because I really haven't been doing it, check. I can never remember how to fucking smite. Okay, here we go.
Say I smite and then mark off a spell slot.
Yeah, I'm gonna smite him.
Alrighty. What
so
level of smite would you like to use?
You know what? Let's have some fun with this. I have 3rd level spell slots. I'm gonna smite him at 3rd level. So that's 2d8, 3d8, 4d8 because he's a fiend.
Mm-hmm.
And I should have been hitting him with extra radiant damage this whole time. So that's
I forgot about that.
6d8s of radiant damage. I'm just going to do this manually. Ooh, I got 2 8s in there. So that's a total of 40 plus 6. So 46 points of radiant damage.
Wow.
Whoa. Got really hot in here.
This huge gash forms in his chest as he squeals in pain. Yeah, that almost killed him.
Yeah, huge gash.
That was my 2nd attack, though, so that's my turn.
Already his turn.
Uh-oh.
As an action, well, first, as his movement, you see his tiny little wings begin to flap furiously, as it looks like they can actually lift him off the ground. He gets 5 feet up, which does not provoke any opportunity attacks at the moment. And you see him say, Decher, intruders! As he kind of hugs himself for a bit and he teleports. And he runs away.
Oh boy.
Guys,
So, we
you can
won't.
still catch him. I know where he is.
That's very true. So, with that, as he has temporarily escaped, next time you shall give chase, probably, and we'll see where this encounter goes.
Hell yeah, yeah.
Awesome.
Yes.
Woo!
Hell yeah. Alrighty, thank you all so much for
boy.
playing. Thank you all so much for watching.
Thank you, DM.
You're very welcome.
buddy.
I'm glad we were able to have today's game. Just Hunter just needs to sleep more. No, I'm kidding. I'm just busting your balls.
Not incorrect.
Hell
Get your sleep apnea figured out or whatever.
Yeah.
Not even sleep apnea.
Alrighty. Yeah, so this concludes session 1 of chapter 2. We will be back next week, hopefully, with with whatever happens next. Give chase to this weird pig thing that I decided to give a really, shall we say,
Are you going to
unique
remember
voice.
that voice next week?
Probably. Alrighty. Thank you all so much for playing, and we'll see you soon.
Thank you.
Buddy.
Bye.